Today I'm going to show you how to make one of our family favorites from when the kids were little, Tex Mex roll-up, only they are plant-based, whole food, oil-free, vegan. You don't have to reinvent the wheel when you're going plant-based whole food. This is actually a recipe I've made 1,001 times when our kids were growing up. And I thought, how can I make that within our dietary restrictions now? And so it's just replacing a few things with some recipes that I already knew how to make. And so I want to encourage you, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. If you have some family recipes that you miss and that you would like to make, just think, okay, I can have all of these things, but maybe these 2 or 3 items, how can I make that plant-based? Please, if you can't figure it out, reach out to me. I would be more than happy to help you find a substitute for that. So now, let's get started on our Tex Mex roll-ups that are plant-based, whole food, and oil-free. Okay, so what we have here is our ground beef substitute that's in another video. And all we did to give it more of a beefy flavor is we added some liquid smoke, some Bragg's amino acids, some salt, some onion powder. That's pretty much it. Just kind of taste it. It already has the mushrooms in it, which normally us vegans add to things to give it a beefy flavor. It has some nutritional yeast, of course. So that's all we do. And so it's browned. We've cooked it. And so what we're going to do is we have 1 diced red bell pepper. We're just going to cook it a little bit and get that, preheat your oven to 350. Just get that bell pepper soft. Get it all mixed in. It's about 1 pound of the ground beef substitute, which I actually haven't weighed it. I don't know if it's actually an actual pound. I know it's about 2 cups. So if you just kind of scoop out 2 cups, that's what I have here. So I'm going to kind of get this going. Now because we don't actually have the animal fat in here from ground beef, be sure to have a little bit of vegetable stock or even a little bit of water on hand in case things start to stick. Because even though this is a non-stick skillet, we all know things stick sometimes. Okay, our peppers are beginning to get soft, and now we're going to add a tablespoon of chili powder. I know it sounds weird, but I promise it's delicious. The whole tablespoon. And we're just going to cook it about 5 minutes more. Okay, so our peppers are soft, and now we're going to turn off the heat. To this, we are going to add a half a cup of sour cream. Sour cream. Sorry, my dogs are fighting at my feet. And a 1/4 of a cup of our cheese. So there you go. There's our filling. Now I'm going to show you how to assemble these. Okay, so here we are. We just have a casserole pan, some tortillas. I usually buy I guess these are soft taco size. You can use soft taco size or even the fajita size, which are a little smaller actually. I probably go burrito unless you just want to make a couple of them because this ground beef substitute filling that we made is not going to be enough for a burrito size. So all you're going to do is just scoop some in the middle. Now, it doesn't seem like very much, but remember, we're kind of making like a enchilada-y thing, okay? So, and then we're just going to roll them up like that and put them in your baking dish. If you're a measurer, it's about 1/3 of a cup, roughly, I guesstimate. last one's a little thin, but it's okay. So now to this, we're going to add, it's about a half to a quarter cup of salsa. To be honest, this recipe for the topping part, I never really measured when I was making it growing up. I just kind of poured it until I thought it looked good. This can be a store-bought salsa or a homemade salsa. Of course, make sure that there's no animal products in it, which most salsas don't have animal products. And make sure that there's no added oil. So we're just going to pour that over the top. Lexi says hi. So we're just going to kind of spread that around so that every tortilla gets covered like so. Now, in another recipe, we made creamy Italian dressing. And actually, I learned how to make that specifically to transform this family classic of ours. The original recipe calls for just Italian dressing. It's pretty hard to make Italian dressing without oil, so we're going to use the creamy style. And if you're a measure, again, I think it's a quarter to a half a cup. I just pour till everything's good and drenched. Or this instance, we're just going to squeeze. And then to that, our cheese, our rock and cheese sauce, and another episode, which is also what's inside of the tortillas. Should have let this come to room temperature a little bit more, but that's fine. We're just going to kind of spread it over the top. Now we're just going to bake it. It doesn't take very long because everything in it's cooked. So it's only like 5 to 6 minutes in the oven. And that is it. So we will see y'all in a few minutes. Okay, y'all, our Tex Mex roll-ups are done, and I'm so excited to get into these because I'm starving. So let's go. Now don't worry about actually getting a whole roll. They're kind of like enchiladas in that way where you can just kind of cut. You can even, because mine are long, you can even cut them like this and make like just little squares like a traditional type of casserole dish. But I got mine cut perfect. So it's actually 2 of them, and it is delicious. Be sure, y'all, this is important, to like, subscribe, right there, hit that little button, see it says subscribe? That's what you gotta do. Subscribe, share, and most importantly, try these recipes, y'all. It does you no good just to keep watching them and not changing your lifestyle. No health benefits in that. We are so thankful for all of our subscribers, and have a blessed day.